So I'm kind of sick. Well, I'm getting over something. I don't know what it is. Here we go. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all are having an awesome week. It is Monday. I am on lunch break right now, and I get a little bit of a longer lunch break today, so I'm gonna record a video. I go to Denver on Wednesday. Oh yeah, so that's exciting. So I've had a couple of people ask me if I use Grindr, like what I think about Grindr, or other gay, dating, whatever apps. I mean, okay, yeah. And yes, I have occasionally used those apps. I really like them when I travel. It's really nice for me to meet new people. Let's see. So, plenty of people have asked me if I use Grindr. And yeah, sometimes I do use it. I occasionally download it, especially if I travel. Here's a couple of tips and maybe some stories from my Grindr. I don't know what. I'm just gonna ramble and see what I say. So my first tip for Grindr is make sure you're old enough. I think you have to be 18. Don't use Grindr if you're not 18. It's not good for anybody. It's not good for you. It's not good for the people that you're talking to. Don't use Grindr if you're not 18. Just wait. Another piece of advice that I have about Grindr is don't get too addicted to it. Like I said, I download it when I travel. I think it's awesome to see who's around you, check out other guys, whatever. But don't get too into it. I remember one day I was with some of my friends, and we were in a new city, and we were at a new restaurant, and all of us were just sitting there on Grindr on our phones, like not paying attention to each other, and like we all like looked over and we were like, none of us are talking. We've had like 5 minutes of silence where we're all sitting here checking on Grindr. That's ridiculous. Like, enjoy the city, put your phone down, have fun, like meet new people or whatever. As soon as we put our phones down, we met some people at the table next to us and started talking to them right there. It's easy to do. So don't get too wrapped up in it. You need to think about what you're looking for on Grindr. It really depends on you and what you want. Obviously, if you're looking to hang out with somebody or whatever, if you're looking to chat, or maybe you're just looking to talk to somebody about things. A lot of people get on Grindr to do that. Or maybe you're looking for friends. That is an option. People do look for friends on Grindr. It has worked for me. Some people just do not believe me when I say that, but it works. Some people go onto Grindr looking for love. I mean, I know a couple of relationships that started on Grindr, so I can't bash it. You just have to be kind of clear with what you want. You need to think about that before you start talking to people. As far as your profile goes, don't lie. Lying's not going to get you anywhere. It's just going to waste your time. It's going to waste the people you're talking to's time. Really, just be honest. There are a lot of different approaches you can take to your Grindr profile. Obviously, a very popular approach is just a blank profile. You cannot have anything on it, but no one is going to talk to you, obviously. Maybe some creeps or something like that will talk to you, but if you don't have anything on your profile, the people that you want to talk to you probably aren't going to say anything. So it's going to be up to you to go through and find those people and message them what would be in a profile. So say, hey, my name is whatever, or you don't have to say your name. Here's a picture of me. Here's some things about me, the things that I like, things that I'm looking for. You pretty much have to send them your profile. That's pretty much what you're doing. You can wait until somebody sends you stuff, but I mean, are you going to send your information to a blank profile? Probably not. So don't get upset if people don't message you. You have to be the one to message people in that perspective. Another option or a type of profile would be like a discreet profile. You know, maybe it has like a shady picture, like a torso picture of you with very limited information, and that will definitely get you some people to talk to you. A lot of people don't like this, or they bash this, but sometimes it works. If you're not out of the closet, or maybe you just don't want everyone around you knowing that you're on Grindr. If you have a lot of gay friends, you just don't really feel like dealing with them talking to you about being on Grindr, you could always use this type of profile, or the other one. Those are both good options for that. And then obviously the last type of profile is just a full disclosure profile kind of thing. Like, you tell everything about yourself, put your face picture up there, tell your life story, everything like that. Honestly, it's up to you. If you post that up there, it's more likely you're going to find people that are suited and looking for what you're looking for. I've had all three. I've had all three types. When I was back in my hometown, I would use a blank profile just so, everyone from my hometown wouldn't know it was me, or the torso picture if I'm around here or something like that. Sometimes I use that. It's easier. And then the full profile, I pretty much post everything about myself whenever I travel. I don't really care. I'm just looking to meet new people, make some new friends, and so my intentions are pretty clear on there. That's just all that's really important. Eventually, you're gonna start talking to people on Grindr, obviously. You're gonna talk to somebody, they're gonna talk to you. Obviously, you're gonna get messages that you don't wanna see. All of us get penis pictures or whatever, you're gonna get pictures of stuff like that. Just ignore it. Like, it's part of the app. I mean, a lot of people use the app to hook up. And so, there's no way around it. Just move on. You're gonna find somebody that you want to talk to. They're gonna be super attractive, or they're gonna be really nice to you. Just don't get crazy. Obviously, this is a person that you've just met on your phone. It's not a long-term relationship that you've had. Don't expect them to tell you where they are or what they do or anything like that. You have to give it time. Just think about what you say before you say it, especially if you don't want to scare somebody off. Be fair. If you're expecting information from somebody about something and they ask the same thing of you, you obviously need to share it. You don't need to be, hypocritical about what you guys are talking about. Just, I think it's really important to be clear in what you're expecting in the conversation. If they're expecting sex with you the whole time and you're just there to chat, or you're just there to meet new people in a city and definitely not looking for that, you need to be honest with that, because you don't want to end up in some scary place and somebody has weird expectations and you're just looking to hang out. That's scary to me. So just be clear with your expectations. If you do decide to meet a person, be safe. I always say you need to meet in a public place. Go to a coffee shop, go to a shopping center. Don't just go and meet somebody at their house or something like that. You don't know anything about them. Do you remember your parents saying stranger danger? This is the stranger danger. Yeah. Don't just go out in the middle of some country road to some guy's house to meet up for coffee at his house or something like that. You're gonna end up getting your organs harvested. Don't do that. And then when you meet up and the person in public or whatever, and you guys are talking or whatever, and the person isn't who you thought they were, if they are being disrespectful, or maybe it's not even the person that you thought it was, maybe they use a fake picture or something like that, just leave. If they lied about who they are, they're probably lying about their intentions. And once again, you want to keep your kidneys. Be careful. Use common sense. Don't let anyone talk you or push you into doing something that you're not comfortable with. If someone's being sketchy or shady or something like that, there's probably a reason. I probably would avoid those people. Just stop and think before you meet up with a person and say, all right, how safe does this sound? If they say, I don't have a car, can you just come and meet me at my place? And you were like, oh, I really want to meet in a public place, and they're just like, no. I mean, kind of weigh in the risk and the benefit here. So like, oh man, I really want to meet this person, so maybe that's like a 7. But I really don't want to die, so that's like a 10. So like 7, 10, I'd really rather, I don't want to die, so I'm not going to meet up with you, sorry. Alright, my last bit of advice as far as Grindr goes, or whatever these apps we're talking about. Don't let somebody get you down just because they're not interested in you. If you don't find somebody to talk to, or Prince Charming that you messaged on Grindr isn't messaging you back, it's because of their insecurities and not because of you. You are still an awesome person. You're still very attractive. Don't let them get you down. Some people just are looking for something different than what you are or what you're looking for. Some people are just complete douchebags. Even if you say, hey, I'm looking for friends, and they still don't respond, that's just problems with them. Don't let that get you down. Keep going. You will definitely find somebody that you want to talk to that wants to talk to you. So, yeah, I have met people on Grindr before in different cities. I met up with a guy in New York City one time, and super nice guy. We went and had dinner, and it was an amazing day. We went and walked around, and like he showed me some really cool like scenes from like water where I could see like the city, and like obviously we were in public places. These were all like big public parks with a ton of people in them, so I never felt intimidated. And once I got to know him, I felt even less intimidated about the whole thing, and then it felt like just a friend. We actually still talk to this day and are still really good friends. And so now I have this awesome connection in New York that I made just by starting and saying, hey, I'm looking for friends. I really don't know much about this city. And then he said, yeah, I don't have any plans now. Let's go grab dinner. Super easy, super outgoing, no problems at all. I have had a bad experience on Grindr before though. I was gonna go see a movie with a guy that I talked to on Grindr when I was in San Francisco one time. And both said, we're just looking for friends, not looking for anything more than like that. And we met up at the movie theater, and I couldn't find the guy. I didn't know where he was. I mean, I looked around for a little bit, and so I messaged him back, and I was like, hey, I'm here, where are you? And he said, oh, I'm already in the theater and in my seat. So I was like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. Let me go on inside. So I went and got to my seat. It was like an assigned seat right next to him. And it was nowhere near like the guy that I thought it was gonna be. Like I sat down and I looked around for a second, and then he was like, Andrew, and I was like, what? Like, you're not who you said you are. Like that's like you. Like that picture is not even of you. And so I saw him, and then I got up, and I mean, I just went ahead and left. If they're lying about that, you have no idea what they're lying about, what their intentions are. Like, no, don't trust it. But other than that, I have had awesome experiences. This is why it's important for you to go to a public place. See how easy it was for me to just leave without like a scene or anything like that? So easy. So I am going to Denver in 2 days. How exciting is that? I love that city so much. I have so many good friends there, and it's just a good time. I'm gonna try and vlog a little bit. I have a lot going on, you guys. I'm gonna be doing some interviews. I'm having a lot of dinners and meetings and things like that while I'm there. So I'll see if I can get a lot of vlogging done, but hopefully I can really lock down a job and have my life planned out so that when May and it comes around and I graduate, I know exactly what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna go, where I'm gonna be living, everything like that. So really that's my priority this week. I'll try and get some vlogging done though. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on Facebook. Want to see more content? Be sure you subscribe because I upload videos a lot. If you have anything that you want me to do or any requests or anything, be sure to put them down in the comments below. I do read all those. And then I'll see you guys soon, okay? Leave them in there for about an hour.